I want to ask you, what to you has made him pop? Like, what to you has popped with him, and particularly what has popped in his partnership with Mobley? Because like those two have just become outrageous, and it's worked, I think, better than anyone probably could have expected. If we're being optimistic about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I had such a blast watching Jarrett Allen this year. He was good last year, and he's been good in Brooklyn as well. But I mean, I watched that first game of the year against the Cavs, or against the Grizzlies, excuse me, and I literally remember writing like in my notes like possible like self creation leap from Jarrett Allen. Like, is he a much better player? Like, it just popped from day one that he was a better player than last year, and it's basically been that way all year. What stands out to me is the patience he has on the roll too. Like, obviously when he plays in the dunker spot, or he's playing against traditional drop coverage, he's great because Garland is going to make that read every time, and they have such good chemistry. And Jarrett he knows how to position himself off the ball really well. But when teams trap Darius, or they do other things to get the ball out of his hands and kind of put a defender between Jarrett and the basket, his patience there is really good. He pivots, he's got up fakes. He's so long, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim. He knows how to use that length too. And I think when I read about in that article is, there are certain, like, a lot of times people will use the term rim runner to kind of imply limitations. And while that's not untrue, there's a broad spectrum of what defines a rim runner. You compare what Jarrett Allen can do on the roll versus what a guy like Daniel Gafford can do. And Daniel Gafford is good. Like, I'm not,
Yes.
but you put a 6'8" wing between Daniel Gafford and the hoop on the roll, he's probably going to have some issues. He's better as a passer this year, but he is not comfortable putting the ball on the deck. Jarrett can kind of do a little bit, one or two dribbles there, use his length to get around guys. So that's what really kind of stands out there. And then as that patience and those pivots and that footwork extend to the post. He's not Joel, he's not Nikola, he's not Cat in the post. But he has that hook shot down. He's got the nice up and unders. Like, I think when I did like my montage of post ups for Jarrett, I think I had Steven Adams in there twice getting burned on an up and under in different games against the Cavs. But he's just so patient there. And then he's not some incredible passer. He's not Mobley, but like the Cavs can trust him to be a decision maker and feel like what he's going to do with the ball is going to produce a good result. Whether that means points is obviously not entirely within his control, but that's important. That really kind of distinguishes him, because I think he has a rim running role, but I don't think he's a rim runner in the Cavs offense by any means. I think he has more utility than that, and that's important.